Sometimes I feel it's hard to believe that for over 35 years we've been working with the same clients, and yet it's true. We're going to discover why it works that way.
Moving forward with the Dekker team. Moving forward together with the Dekker team.
We've created for you free access to over 700 almost Life's Inside Track episodes where we get to share insider tips, making house home, building wealth wisely through real estate, and you can access them even from our YouTube channel. Questions. We're back to the questions. And, I said in one of the earlier segments in May's lineup of shows that it's unnerving, or maybe Ken said it, but often we say the same thing, even if one of us verbalizes it. Because it's having the tables turned. Mm-hmm. My tongue's tied. I'm twisted. This is harder than when I have control.
It always is. It always is. And yet we get the good stuff. Like, I truly believe that when we ask questions and we're less prepared, we get that deeper level of information that we otherwise don't get when we're polished. So this is our opportunity to have a little unexpected depth.
And a little unpolishedness.
Yeah,
it's true. Like, I feel so unpolished.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
For who?
Your nails look great for someone that's unpolished, I gotta say.
It's awesome. So we're in relationships. Yeah. And I know you have clients that have been with you for 30 plus years. That is a long time. And they've not just bought one house, they've bought multiple homes. Mm-hmm. What do you think is your secret behind like why do you think you've been able to maintain these business relationships for such an extended period of time?
She wants your secret sauce.
Well, what about your secret sauce?
Well, you're better at the secret sauce. I just spread some on once in a while. But for me, I think people come back to me because of the care, the knowledge, and the expertise that I bring. I'll speak a little bit for Yetta. I think it's because she does develop that connection, that deep connection, deeper than what I do. So there are clients that say, oh, I want Yetta. And there's clients that go, no, just give me Ken. He's a little more on the surface. I'm good with that. So I think that's part of the balancing act is the combination of us two together creates something that is unique, and we support one another with each, the clients are actually the team's clients, and as a team, we support whatever that client needs. And yet there are times where Yetta goes, oh, I need this evaluation. You're better at it. Can you do that? Or I'll say, Yetta, this is a tough negotiations. You take over because you're better with that other agent. We actually are stronger because of each other.
Well, and with our kids in the industry for over 15 years, we get an amplification of that. Right. Oh, wow. So we're right. And it's not just the clients that come back. It's their family members and their friends. And so it's not singular. Mm-hmm. It's often multiple. Like right now, we're just helping one of our client's daughters. And when I first met her, she wasn't born yet.
So think
she was in the belly.
She was in the belly, right? Yeah. And so now Candace is working with her right now. And I've helped the grandparents, the siblings, the nephews, that I don't even know if I could count that high.
So think about what that says about this team, that I will come to you for a transaction, and the experience is such that I refer my children, my grandchildren. That says a lot. And so I want you to talk a little bit about connection, because I know that is your strength, your sweet spot. I had the experience. We sat down for dinner that was supposed to be an hour, and 4 hours later, we were still in great conversation. So you have that ability to create connection. What do you think that does for your clients?
What does it do? I think it makes them feel seen. I think it makes people feel valued. I think it also is risky sometimes. Do I want to be seen? Have I earn that right for that depth of connection. So learning not to go too deep too fast.
Mhm.
Like there's always a downside to every upside, right?
I think the other part is as a couple, you also allow your clients to see you. So it's not just polished Ken and Yetta.
It's Ken and Yetta.
It's authentic Ken
And
Yetta.
it's Ryan and Candace, and it's Amber, and it's Sasha, and it's the whole family. It's all the grandkids, even for that matter, because they tend to come out to the family gatherings too, right?
Yeah.
It's not like they're kept at home. It's if one of the grandkids has a tantrum, oh well, our family life is no different than yours,
Mhm.
right? Maybe it is worse. I don't know, but I mean, it's real.
So do you think it's the comfort of family that attracts people in that I don't have to pretend anyway because they're not pretending. Their family's got their stuff. I've got my stuff. Do you think that that plays a part?
I think a level of vulnerability, a level of authenticity, a level of transparency. And I find it even for our single clients, it's not only like families. A family can be a family of one,
Yeah.
right? A family of one can still feel comfortable in seeing how we are with each other. It still can give depth of relationship. It extends, I guess, is what I'm attempting to say.
Mhm.
Yeah. I think that, when you're brilliant at this, because when we're authentic with someone and they are authentic with us, it allows us to serve them at a higher level. And if we all run around like, we call it posers or masks, you put on your mask, right? You put on your happy face, you go on social media, you go to work, you put your happy face on, you go home, it may not be that happy at home, right?
Yeah.
And so when we're dealing with clients who need to sell a house for whatever reason, if it's, again, death or divorce or new babies or they're cramped or life isn't necessarily the best. And that's why they want to move to something that's better. And we help facilitate that. And it's important that we get connected to the root source of their pain, because we can't help solve it unless we know what it is.
Mm-hmm. I think you're right on the money, because I know one of the things for me is the level of compassion, the level of being able to not only have me feel seen, but for you to get where I feel vulnerable, to get where I feel uncertain, to get where I feel a little afraid, and to get it in such a way that I'm not judged in it, but I'm guided through it. And I think that is one of the strengths I see and experience.
I'm laughing because I'm thinking I do a lot of acronymy stuff or a lot of things where I use the same letter to get different words or whatever. And a thing I've said for years is our intention is to cause people to feel safe, cause people to feel seen, supported, special, and stretched.
Well, I will say to you, you are doing that. You are definitely doing that in a safe yet so brilliant way.
Thank you.
There's a long pause here. Does that mean it's my turn?
I think so, because I got nothing to say. You know how I am about being told the good things. I'd rather you tell me the bad stuff.
Well, we're just going to end this segment and say, that when there is options available, when your options are provided, then your wisdom will flow.
Moving forward with the Dekker team. Moving forward.